Welcome back to Your Angelic Karma. It is Thursday, July 16th. I'm going to take a look at what the soulmate is up to for the week of today, taking us into next Thursday. Show me what is the soulmate up to. What are they up to? Does not have to be relative to the relationship itself. We're just seeing what they're up to. Jupiter shows up strongly with this reading here. Mars also, there's the Four of Cups, Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, okay. Page of Pentacles, okay. Six of Wands, Four of Cups crowning, Three of Wands, Two of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Okay, and then here's the Emperor here. This Emperor, it could be the Divine Masculine, or it could be, this could be a parental figure, because with the Ten of Pentacles here, we have the old man here sitting in the chair, we have the other family members there, the dogs, the kids, representing the entire family. The Ten of Pentacles is Capricorn. Now, and then the Four of Cups, as if someone could feel left out. If they can't have the person that they want, they don't want anything that's being offered to them. They don't want anybody else offered to them. I don't know if it could be that, because the Six of Wands is here as if it could be, in short, I'm going to say that this is somebody that feels or knows they will be rejected. Because this Six of Wands person is someone that is very confident. They attract a lot of suitors. They're on a horse. They could be somebody that is a very significant person. So that's the Six of Wands. The Four of Cups is crowned, meaning that there could be someone in that crowd that could want to approach the person, but knows that that person would be highly unlikely to accept their offer here. Now, that's in short. That the person, they have their back turned, and they can have their ships come in romantically with the Four of Wands crowning and Three of Wands. Now, that's in short. Now, also here, there's it's where this Emperor, I don't know, I do not feel that this is a Divine Masculine, because the Ten of Pentacles here is the older head of family, where there's a romantic partner. This is the soulmate, so he could be pouting because he's being offered a consolation prize, meaning that that when you can't get what you want and then they offer you what's okay, well you're like, no, I don't want that. Okay, is that. So he's not wanting that, he's wanting maybe what he had or what he's wanting, but but because of the person, the person is the Six of Wands, but then the family is here where that's maybe there's a line because it will create a misalignment because he comes in with the Seven of Pentacles energy and he's a Page of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles, they could mean, they mean substance and significance. They mean, it could mean money. It also, with the family here, means somebody that is of a specific type of status. Now, with the Ten of Pentacles. Now, this person would create a misalignment here within this is what this Emperor, this higher authority, because the overall energy is a higher power. Okay, the Emperor is a higher authority. This is what he knows and what he is stating here. So he can stop that buck from this relationship from happening or continuing because it creates a misalignment just a misalignment. It just doesn't match. And because this isn't, on this channel is Saturn. It's not Aquarian where it's love and is love, if you love it. No, that doesn't matter. It's the reality of things. Now, but my position is that I agree with that because that's true. But my position is that if this was a relationship that was already a relationship, well, the person would still create that misalignment. But with these types of situations like this, and with the Emperor, the Patriarch showing up, and then the family showing up, and like the conversation is closed, is because in the conversation being closed because that's true, but I know this, that when someone, especially if it's a new person, no, they should not be allowed in, because that is the truth. They bring all the taint and the world's taint with them. They can't help it. It's just attached to them because of who they are and where they come from. Now, but if the relationship was already underway, because would be serious, if the Emperor is showing up is showing up about something serious, if the relationship was already underway, I already know that anything and the Emperor would know also that anything that the person would not be able to affect anything because everything is actually closed off to them by nature. It just is because they would come from a different whatever. You don't even have to worry about because we're not just talking about the random rich new money people. You don't even have to worry about alimony or any of them getting anything with a divorce. They get what they came in with. That's what they leave with when it's time for them to go. So with that being known, why? Because this isn't about, well, it's 50-50 when you divorce. This isn't about the world stuff. This is about this and how real power functions. So we know that. So with that being known, what's the problem? Saturn sitting here strong. Whenever Saturn comes in, being Saturn, bumping heads. Okay. So even though I agree with Saturn, I understand, yeah, it's true. But with those details, what's the problem? The person would not be allowed anything, to do anything, to touch anything, to have anything. The backpack that they came in with would be the backpack that they leave with the divorce or whatever, because 50-50, the world stuff does not apply here. So with that known, what was the problem? Now, other than them, they'll bring their own energy, brings the world into this, but not really, because they'll be kicked out and things will be recalibrated when their energy starts to become a taint like that, because they will be connected to the world. We're talking about the Four of Cups person, as opposed to what the person on the horse is a lone wolf is connected to. A lone wolf meaning a part of something concrete, family-wise, that type of status. So with that being true, well, the person will have to know their place. The person that was in, they will have to know their place. This is what your place is. Your place is amongst the world and connected to those types of people. Despite you thinking you're an individual, whatever, you belong to that. Now, so when you come in here, because you were allowed in here, or if you were allowed back in here, you come in now with the clarity of your place there, with the blindfold off and nothing in between to distort things. That's what the case is, and you're actually, the privilege is you being able to come in, and not because of who you are, but because of who is allowing you in, allowing you to come in. And that same person can put you out, and you'll be put out with what you bought in, which would just be you and your person. Now, meaning your personhood. So with that being the case, Saturn needs to like loosen up a little bit and understand that that's just the way things will function naturally, despite whatever of the world's thoughts or the person's thoughts, and that the person that is on the horse obviously knows that also, because they're a part of this, and this is just the natural formula and working on things and nothing can change it, is that because even I agree with Saturn. This obviously is a Saturn channel, has been for the last since 2016, 2017 when I started the channel, the first channel. Okay, it's just but I tell that like getting it straight. But the obvious is already known with no sugar on it. Because I don't have the view of the world either, because I'm not a part of that. But that obvious known, but it's Saturn and the energy, and these types of things need to be made clear. In the obvious of going beneath the surface of, hell, they can't change anything because nothing can be changed already. It's just the way that it is, despite what they think. And it will be, so with that known, it doesn't mean you're going to drag anything in. It means that with that known, if the person was already in, okay, it just goes on. Maybe they were kicked out because the veil of whatever they thought was and wasn't, or whatever they didn't know was clear, need to be made clear, and then now maybe they'll be allowed back in. Because they don't have the distortion of the world that they belong to distorting their mind and telling them otherwise, telling them things that do not apply here. And never will apply here. Where change does not happen. Now, so we're going to move to part 2 with this. The link's in the description box below this video per usual. Bye.